Now, let's give you a brief timeline of the events that led to Imran Khan's arrest. On April 10, 2022, Khan was voted out of office in a no-confidence vote. Moving on May 25th, he led his long march into Islamabad, which was later called off to avoid any kind of confrontation. On July 18th, 2022, Pakistan's Tehreek-e-Insaf, they swept the Punjab province in a by-election. And on August 22nd, Khan was charged under an anti-terror law. Moving on, in October 21st, Pakistan's Election Commission disqualified Khan for running for public office. And on March 5th, 2023, the police attempted to arrest Khan by court order. And on May 9th, 2023, the paramilitary security officials arrested Khan in a case filed by the anti-corruption body. His party has called the arrest an abduction. Now, to give us an in-depth analysis of what is the current situation in Pakistan at the moment, we're also now being joined by Imran Shaheen, who is a journalist. And thank you so much for joining us on WION, Mr. Shaheen.
Thank you for having me.
Now, the Islamabad High Court has upheld Imran Khan's arrest as legal. But we want to understand as to what is your take on it. Do you think it is purely legal, or are there any political forces at play at the moment?
So the Islamabad High Court has deemed the arrest legal based on pure documentation that A, was there an arrest document, there was a warrant out for Imran Khan, as there were previously too. It was just a matter of being able to physically take him into custody, because the police that would go and even submit those arrest warrants would get attacked by PTI supporters. So the court, as far as the Islamabad High Court is concerned, was looking at whether or not the legality, the documentational legality. And the Islamabad High Court has been more or less neutral in favor of the government and in favor of Imran Khan. I think the real test is when this whole idea, whether it was legal or okay in the eyes of the Supreme Court of Pakistan, the highest court in Pakistan, because the Supreme Court of Pakistan has been giving Imran Khan a lot of leeway, a lot of, and the government is, and the parliament itself is at loggerheads with the Supreme Court. Even the judges within the Supreme Court are at loggerheads with the Chief Justice, who is seen or believed to be supporting Imran Khan left, right, and center. So the most interesting part when it comes to the legality of whether this arrest was legal or not would come from the Supreme Court. That would be more binding. For the time being, they kind of delayed it, the verdict, whether it was legal or not. And later on, they came down in the same night and they said, yes, it was legal in terms of the documentation that was provided.
Right, Mr. Shaheen. Now, just a day before Imran Khan's arrest, the Pakistan Army had slammed Imran Khan for his baseless allegations against an ISI officer. So, in your viewpoint, the situation that's panning out in Pakistan at the moment, do you think it's more like Imran Khan versus the army in the country?
It's always going to be the opposition against the army, and the opposition is going to not demand the army to not interfere, but to interfere in their favor. That's exactly what Imran Khan is doing. Backtrack a few years, it was Nawaz Sharif who was in publicly naming General Faiz, General Qamar Bajwa, and telling them, why did you help Imran Khan come to power? This is history repeating itself. Right now, Imran Khan has lost the favor of the military. And Nawaz Sharif was the blue-eyed son of military back when he was, kind of planted into power. And at that time, the Pakistan People's Party chairperson Benazir Bhutto lost favor of the military establishment. So this is a cycle where Imran Khan, when he was in power, was punishing journalists, other politicians, and everybody for criticizing military's role in politics. Imran Khan would come out and say that the ISI has a right to even tap telephones of anybody they want to, especially even the Prime Minister. But as soon as now he's in opposition, he is criticizing even without evidence. And the PTI workers, Imran Khan supporters, are used to the military backing so that there are no cases against them. The kind of protests they do, the way they block roads and the way they put everything on fire, PTI is used to the courts having, taking it easy on Imran Khan supporters. That may be changing, but right now, the Supreme Court of Pakistan kind of is showing the same support that the previous military establishment that was supporting Imran Khan was giving the support to PTI.
Right, Mr. Shaheen. like you said, that Imran Khan is not the only Prime Minister to be arrested. But meanwhile, Imran Khan also faces indictment in the Tosha Khana case today. He already has more than 100 cases against him. So is the legal web around him getting too tight? And what lies ahead for the PTI chief?
I think the way the PTI government, Imran Khan's government, the way they dealt with the business, there are always complaints of corruption by any predecessing country. I mean, Pakistan, no prime minister has completed their tenure. Either they've been murdered, they've been judicially murdered, they've been arrested, they've been illegally put out of their position. So Imran Khan's case is a little different because Imran Khan, the way he did it, the way alleged corruption was done, it was in a very blatant manner. It wasn't, it was like an inexperienced thief stealing from the exchequer. And those petty crimes, and now this one is worth millions of dollars worth of crime. These crimes were done in a way that Imran Khan was used to the kind of impunity that he had during his government. He did not learn from the past mistakes of the other rulers of Pakistan, that as soon as you fall out of favor by the military, the judges, the courts, the National Accountability Bureau, all those tools that Imran Khan was using against his enemies get used against you. You change the head of that particular institution, and that institution is a new institution. Imran Khan, although he is the way the corruption's been done is very clear. It's very easy to prove. It's not as technical as other people. The chairman of People's Party, for example, spent 11 years behind bars for allegations of corruption that were never proven. So Imran Khan is now, and obviously because elections are coming, it is very likely that Imran Khan, the government would want Imran Khan to be engaged in one legal battle after the other. The Tosha Khana case is where he received gifts from other heads of states, and then, very blatantly, he sold them at much higher prices than he originally bought them at, flouting all the rulings. And then, obviously, there were recordings that came out of his wife, his wife saying that, why are you taking photographs of those gifts coming in the house, and things like that. So when it came to other politicians, it wasn't as clear-cut as the way it is in case of Imran Khan. But then Imran Khan is not necessarily going to be punished for those crimes. This is where what we call in Pakistan the software update. It is very likely that Imran Khan comes out of incarceration or temporary incarceration, and he has a software update where he stops calling out the names of generals, where he stops coming up with theories. Remember, it wasn't just the military he was accusing. He was first he started the accusation all the way to the United States, and then he kept changing his accusations till now he's naming and shaming the generals, the sitting generals in Pakistan.
Right, Mr. Shine. We'll, of course, have to wait and see how things pan out in Pakistan later today. But thank you so much for joining us, WION, and sharing your insights with us on this. Thanks very much. Now, Imran Khan is not the first Prime Minister to be arrested in Pakistan. Pakistan's history is fraught with political turmoil, and many of the country's former Prime Ministers have found themselves behind bars at some point in their careers. Let's now give you a brief timeline of former Prime Ministers of Pakistan who at one point or another spent time in custody. Now, in 1962, Hussain Shahid Swarwardi was arrested after he refused to support General Ayub Khan's military coup. Moving on in 1977, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was arrested on charges of conspiracy to murder a political opponent. And in 1986, Benazir Bhutto, who was the Prime Minister of Pakistan twice, was arrested for denouncing the government at a rally. This happened during the Independence Day, Pakistan's Independence Day. And in 2007, Nawaz Sharif was arrested and was sent to Saudi Arabia to complete the remaining years of exile. Sharif was sentenced to 10 years in prison for corruption by the National Accountability Bureau. And in 2019, Shahid Khaqan Abbasi was also arrested on similar corruption charges like Nawaz Sharif. Now, it was related to awarding a multi-billion rupee import contract for LNG in the year 2013. And the list just does not end here. The current Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shehbaz Sharif, he was also arrested in 2020 after the Lahore court rejected his bail in a money laundering case. And the latest that we've been talking about, which just took place yesterday, former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan was arrested on corruption charges related to Al Qadir University Trust.